Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, in the weekend with the Quran, today I'm going to do Surat Furqan, ayat number 36 to 46. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Ayat number 36 is Fakul nazhaba ilal qawmil lazina kazzabu bi ayatina fadammarnahum tadmira. It means that we had ordered them, meaning Prophet Musa and Prophet Harun were ordered that go to the people who would deny our signs, and then we annihilated them, the deniers entirely, meaning Pharaoh and his people. Ayat number 37 is وَقَوْمَ نُوحٍ لَمَّا كَذَّبُوا الرُّسُلَ أَغْرَقْنَاهُمْ وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ آيَةً وَأَعْتَدْنَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ عَذَابًا أَلِيمًا. It means at the end, when the people of Noor rejected the messengers, meaning if you reject one messenger, meaning you have rejected all the messengers, then we drowned them, making them an example to humanity, and we have prepared painful punishment for the wrongdoers. Ayat number 38 is وَعَادًا وَثَمُودَ وَأَصْحَابَ الرَّسِّ وَقُرُونًا بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ كَثِيرًا. It means that, and also we destroyed Ad, Samud, and the people of water pit, people of Rus, as well as many people in between. So Rus means water pit, and it refers to the people of Prophet Shuaib alayhi salam in Madian, near Madian. Ayat number 39 is وَلَقَدْ أَتَوْا عَلَى الْقَرْيَةِ الَّتِي أُمْطِرَتْ مَطَرَ السَّوْءِ أَفَلَمْ يَكُونُوا يَرَوْنَهَا بَلْ كَانُوا لَا يَرْجُونَ نُشُورًا. It means that for each we set forth various lessons. I think 30. Did I read 39? No, 39, because it was not matching the translation. Ayat number 39 is وَكُلًّا ضَرَبْنَا لَهُ الْأَمْثَالَ وَكُلًّا تَبَّرْنَا تَتْبِيرًا. It means that for each we set forth various lessons, and we ultimately destroyed each. So all these nations were destroyed one after the other for not listening to their messengers. And now ayat number 40 وَلَقَدْ أَتَوْا عَلَى الْقَرْيَةِ الَّتِي أُمْطِرَتْ مَطَرَ السَّوْءِ أَفَلَمْ يَكُونُوا يَرَوْنَهَا بَلْ كَانُوا لَا يَرْجُونَ نُشُورًا. It means that they have certainly passed by the city of Sodom, because it came in between their trading routes, which had been showered with dreadful rain of stones. Have they not seen their ruins? But they do not expect to be resurrected. Even though they have seen all these places of punishment, still they do not think that they are going to be resurrected. Ayat number 41 is وَإِذَا رَأَوْكَ إِن يَتَّخِذُونَكَ إِلَّا هُزُوًا أَهَٰذَا الَّذِي بَعَثَ اللَّهُ رَسُولًا. It means that when they see you, a prophet, then they only make fun of you, saying that, is this the one that Allah has sent as a messenger? Ayat number 42 is In kada liyuzilluna an alihatina lawla an sabarna alayha wa sawfa ya'lamuna hina yarawna al-azaba man azallu sabila. It means that he would have almost tricked us away from our God. So these people, they say that this Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would have tricked us away from our gods had we not been devoted to them. But soon that they will come to know that when they face the punishment, who is far astray from the right way. So when they see the punishment, when they face the punishment, then they will realize who was wrong. Ayat number 43 is Ara'aita man ittakhadha ilahahu hawahu afa anta takunu alayhi wakila. A very important ayat for us all to think that, have you seen, O prophets, the one who has taken their own desires as their gods, our own wishes as gods, will you then be keeper over them? And we all need to think about this, that do we keep our wishes as more important, give them more importance than what Allah has asked us to do, thinking about the time of Fajr. Allah has asked us to wake up at that time and read namaz, but if we are sleepy and we give our desires more importance, and we just keep on sleeping, ignoring the alarm, ignoring that time, then we need to think that, have we made our desires our gods? Then ayat number 44 is أم تحسبوا أن أكثرهم يسمعون أو يعقلون إن هم إلا كالأنعام بل هم أضل سبيلا. It means, or do you think that most of them listen or understand? They are only like cattle, no more than that, and they are astray from the right way. And cattle, if you see a cow standing by a highway, the cars are passing by, a lot of noise, but it's just going to keep on eating what it's eating, not bothered by any danger, not bothered by anything. If you there are other animals, like if you see a squirrel, it's whenever there is some sound, it just runs away. you know but the cattle, it just stays. The cows, they just stay at one place. They're not bothered. So the same is the example of the people who are being warned by so many things, but still they are not bothered, just like cattle, or even worse than them. Ayat number 45 is Alam tara ila rabbika kaifa madda zilla walau sha'a laja'alahu sakinan summa ja'alna shamsa alayhi dalila. Have you not seen how your Lord extend the shade? He would have he could have simply made it remain still if he so will, and then we make the sun its guide. And then ayat number 46 is Summa kabaznahu ilayna kabzan yasira. It means causing the shade to retreat gradually. So one of the great miracles of Allah is that He allows the sun to rise in the morning, causing the darkness to retreat. He could have stopped the sun, and he could have stopped the earth from rotating. So half of the earth would be like engulfed in complete darkness, leading to an imbalance in the earth's ecosystem and endangering the life on the planet. So it's a big blessing of Allah that after day the night comes, the earth is rotating, so the days and the night, it just changes. So that is also a big example. And from now on, whenever we see a shade outside, when we go for a walk and we see the shade of a tree, just think that this is one of the signs of Allah, that there is this shade of this tree. So these were the ayahs for today, and inshallah on the next weekend I will do the next 10 ayahs, or inshallah try to do 20 of them. Fi aman Allah.